The joy of being first up is you've got no time to prepare, and we really haven't prepared. Jane's been in Antigua. Lucky Jane. So here we go. So this award really, I think, is for all the carers that have worked with us. They've given so much to the people that they care for and to our organisation. Often caring is something that comes at an immense cost to people's lives, to their health, their relationships, their work. And in our organisation, they often support extremely vulnerable and distressed people and often have to go through very, very traumatic times. We owe them big time, I think, because of the support they give to us and to our organisation. So I just wanted to say this award is really for the carers that have worked with us, because they've driven this and they've worked with us. For those of you who know our organisation, we do everything we can in partnership and in collaboration with our carers and our service users. So we really wanted people to be part of our organisation. We wanted to build a carer-friendly organisation, and we wanted to make a big commitment to say, as an organisation, we are going to work with you and we're going to change some of the things that are making it difficult for you. So we want to involve you, we want to support you, we want to make sure our communication is right. There are two photos there. One was of our launch event in 2015, where we had hundreds of staff, carers, care organisations. Ruth Hannah from the Carers Trust, who is one of the leading lights in pushing all organisations to work better with carers, launched it for us. And the second one is of our Leadership Council. And we felt it was critical to get all our leaders on board. There's 150 people in our organisation meet every month. We've talked to them several times about the work we're doing with carers. We really wanted it to make a difference. We wanted every leader in the organisation to take a leadership role in this and to make sure that every part of the organisation worked effectively with carers. So, at the start of every member of staff's career at Nottinghamshire Healthcare, the first thing they see is my team talking with carers like Anne and others about the importance of being involved, about care and service user experience, and our carers and service users get up there and talk to staff. That is because we believe that that should be the foundation of good care, listening to our service users and carers. We also make sure that it is part of all our learning and development programmes, so our Band Stud 4 programmes, our nurse preceptorship programme, there is a focus session around carers. We want every member of staff to be thinking about this and to work with carers and see the value of doing that. Right, I think this is where you can tell we haven't rehearsed. This is Jane's bit.
Good morning, everyone. I'm a carer, I'm a member of staff. My mum's got Alzheimer's. It's very important to me to be able to have the understanding of the organisation as a staff member as well, to know what it's like to be a carer. And I'm really passionate about changing things for the better. This is a series of videos that we developed. We developed a film and we split that up into sections, and they're all available on our website. Jacqueline here in Howard, we developed a page for BSL carers. We've got young carers films. It's been really important so that people, when they land on our website, there's somewhere for them to go to just get an essence of what it is that our organisation can offer to them. So that's very important to us. We've expanded our social media. We try very hard to make sure that we involve them in our involvement blogs, our Twitter accounts, all of our social media. And I think this one is me also, or is this you, Paul?
Really, really quickly. When all we've done, we've worked with carers, they raised some issues. One was around information sharing, that often staff had hid behind confidentiality, so they would exclude them, they wouldn't involve them, they kept them at a distance. And what we usually do is produce a policy, and that was doing nothing. So we worked with carers and we produced a single page guide which says, we expect you as staff to share information with carers wherever possible. Crisis was another big issue, so we co-developed a leaflet with carers on that. There's lots more, but I'm going to whip through this because I want to get through so that Anne can talk to you a bit about this. Okay. Jane.
Yeah, I really don't want to steal Anne's thunder, because this is really important to us. We've made sure that we've had lots of guidance from our carers about the sort of information they want to know. The first one, the purple book, was far too long. It was fine whilst we started, but we realised it was way too long. And as people have less time to assimilate information, we've now got our quick guide for carers, which is available in paper or online. We are encouraging people to go online more and more. And that's just a two-sided thing with all the things they need to know. We've got Recap Digital Health, so that we have a carers pack which is available for our staff as prescribers to prescribe to our service users, our carers of those service users, and to make sure that people get the information that they need, but only the information that they need, not all the additional stuff that they haven't got time to deal with. So that's really important to us. So I think I've covered, and also the Rampton Carers Information Pack. Because we've got a high secure hospital, there's very different relationships with carers and the patients. So it's a completely different type of guide that we would produce. It's much more comprehensive. It's in depth, because there's lots of different things that people do actually need to know. So, and also lots of carers groups, lots of forums, and I'll hand over to Paul. Sorry, Paul.
Sorry, Jane, in each other's way. Finally, just for those that you know, the Triangle of Care, it was launched by the Carers Trust, and the expectation is that every team meets 6 standards in terms of involving, supporting and communicating with carers. We've taken over 100 plus mental health teams through that. Every one of those teams has considered how they work with carers and how they can improve that. We're just about to take another 100 teams, general healthcare teams, through that as well. That has been critical to get every team in the organisation just to focus on the importance of working with and supporting carers. Just want to finish by saying that's our involvement centre, where we work with carers. We've got 2 involvement centres, work with carers and service users every day as part of what we do. And they have really challenged us, pushed us, educated us, and more importantly, they've inspired us. And one of the biggest inspirations is Anne. Welcome.
No, you do it. I'm not technically minded. And hello, everybody. I haven't got very long, so what I'm going to say to you, I hope will make an impact. That's me. That's my lovely grandson. He's 28, 29 this year and has schizoaffective disorder. And he's the reason I got up at 5:30 this morning. And he's the reason I'm here, because I believe that carers should be listened to, should be heard, and the things that we know about the people we love should be acted on. And I'm pleased to be proud of the fact that Nottinghamshire Healthcare has made it possible for me as a carer to have a voice. I've been involved with the Triangle of Care, been involved with the carer strategy. Whenever there's something carers going off, they wheel me out. And it is important that carers are listened to, and our trust is amazing in the work that they do. So I'm here not just for me, as Jane says, no pressure, but I'm here speaking on behalf of all carers, but particularly the carers who are involved with Nottinghamshire NHS Foundation Trust, to thank them for the work that they've done to make it possible for us to have a voice. Nothing prepares you for that first time you go into a ward or you're involved with the loved one having a mental health issue. And that journey that you begin then with them can be made so much easier when there is involvement with staff alongside whatever you want to do, whatever you've got to say. They listen. So thank you, Nottinghamshire Healthcare, for making it possible for me to have a voice and to speak on behalf of my grandson as well. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you.